What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today, I got another Tesla because everybody knows one Tesla's just not enough. So here we have a 2022 Tesla Model 3. This is the dual motor. It's got 19,000 miles on the odometer. And right next to it is my 2021 Model S Plaid. And you guys may be wondering, why would I go out and get another Tesla? As of today, this makes 3 that I have, because I also have a 2013 Model S P85 that I'm actually about to be rid of. That car is in the shop right now. And as it turns out, I did not go out and buy a Model 3, although I do kind of like this one a lot. So this is my loaner car, and I've never had one with the white interior. In fact, I've intentionally stayed away from the white interior, although I have to admit I really like the color. The stark contrast between the black exterior and the white interior, I absolutely love it. My biggest issue with it is keeping it clean. This, to me, is better. I like the dark colors, guys. And in case you didn't notice, I got the windows tinted on this recently, so it's no longer see-through. I'm still going to be getting the windshield tinted on this in the very near future, but it's got to go to service for about 50,000 issues that it's having. First, it's got to go to Brian at the auto spa. We're going to be doing a paint correction. We're going to be doing PPF. We're going to be doing ceramic coating on this as well. Somebody the other day, I was trying to help somebody, and in return, they actually threw something at my car and they damaged it. You can clearly see under the dust whatever all that is right there. Yeah, that is my thanks for helping somebody. It also went up my pillar right here. They damaged the paint here, and they damaged it all over here. These are very deep scratches. They threw something at me out the window on the highway. I was following behind somebody the other day that I'm assuming was a drunk driver going through a construction zone, and they kept veering off the shoulder of the road. The problem with that is, in this particular construction zone on I-40, there are concrete barriers that pop up and then they go away, and then they pop up and go away. Well, the guy got over and was driving on the shoulder right when a concrete barrier was about to pop up in front of him. I was flashing my lights trying to get his attention because I didn't want to see somebody crash head on into a concrete barrier, and he swerved last minute, got over, and then I decided I'm going to pass him. I didn't want to be around this guy. I knew something bad was going to happen, and as I started passing him, he rolled his window down and chunked something out the window at my car. I didn't take very kindly to that, so I did a few things that I shouldn't have done in that situation, and eventually I ended up pulling off to the side trying to get him to step out of his car, and he stopped behind me like he was going to do something, and then he got back in his car and continued down the road. So I passed him, I left. I didn't get a license plate number. I didn't want to deal with calling the police, filing a police report or anything. I'm pretty sure Brian can fix that, but damn, man. That's what you get for trying to help somebody. You know, he must have thought that I was being a problem or something, but I was simply trying to keep him from crashing head on into a concrete barrier. Anyway, this car, I love. Absolutely love it. All of its problems, all of its issues, I still love it. This is the newest Model 3 that I've ever had. I'm not a fan of these wheels, although I think they look crazy good, guys. They're honestly beautiful wheels. These are 20s. They're not like the 21-inch Arachnans, but these are 20s, and they look phenomenal. The tires almost look like they're stretched just to fit on the dang thing, man. These are wild looking. The problem with it is, though, if you look at the tires, you see how far the rim actually sticks out from the tire? Well, you know what that means. It literally looks like these tires have been stretched to fit the wheels. Take a look at all the curb rashing that's happened on the passenger side. I mean, it's pretty significant, guys. It's ooh, and there's a cut. Look at this. Boy, I hope Tesla doesn't try to blame that on me. That sure wasn't me. I haven't curbed this thing. I literally drove it straight from Tesla, and I drove it home. Not my favorite car. I love the Model 3, but I've got a Model S. I'd much rather drive that one. But we're going to review this one today, guys. This is why I actually prefer the 19s on my Model S. If you notice, there's a lip sticking out of the tire, okay? It actually sticks out further than the wheel does, and this isn't the wheel. That's a hubcap. you pull this off, you got a really nice looking alloy wheel underneath. So if I do curb it, I can always get another hubcap, and these tires have this lip to help protect against curbing that. So yes, they don't look quite as flashy or fancy as these do, but I think these are going to hold up longer over time, and these get about 50 miles more range than these do. So here it is, the Model 3 dual motor with the carbon fiber spoiler, just like the Model S Plaid has. Pretty sleek looking car, pretty good size, considering it is considered a smaller car. This is actually a pretty good sized car. It is definitely roomy. Will you stop farting on the camera? Good God. So we're going to take this thing out for a ride. It has 19,204 miles. This does have full self-driving, and it is on 12.5.4, which is the latest version. This is the dual motor. This is not like a performance or anything, guys. It's just a Model 3, and I really love it. I don't like that they speed limit it to 85 miles an hour. That kind of sucks a little bit, because I was on the road yesterday trying to get into it just to see, you know, what it was all about. And unfortunately, as soon as I hit 85, ding, 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 it's not gonna let me go any faster. So why don't we take this thing out on the road and let's go have a little fun with it. You'll notice though, if you can see with all this sunlight out here, 272 miles of range. This is fully charged. My Model S Plaid gets almost 400. I average right around 375, 380 miles of actual range on that car. So that is far superior to the Model 3. What do you guys think of the white interior, man? I like it. I just wouldn't want to try to keep it clean. Or maybe I'm just thinking that it's going to be too hard to clean. I'll bet this white stays relatively clean easily. I also like to bring my dog with me, you know, and my dog does shed, and she has black fur that's slowly turning to white as she gets older. But for right now, she has more black fur than white. I could see just the dog fur everywhere in this car. This is a zippy little car. I was really impressed. It's been a while since I've driven a Model 3. I did, I don't know, 3 years or so ago, own a Model 3 Performance, and that car was phenomenal. Like, I absolutely loved that car. It was so much fun to drive. But it's been a while since I've been in one of these, and this, great, there's a car coming. But here's the, whoop, no joke, she will put you back in your seat, man. So obviously, dual motors means all-wheel drive. It is very quick. Now, remember, I have a Plaid at the house, okay? So I have been spoiled by the Plaid. Nothing feels fast compared to the Plaid anymore. I kind of hate the Plaid for that reason. If you ever want to ride or drive in a car that's going to make every other car feel inferior, it doesn't matter what it is, you get in any other car, your buddy brings you in on his new Z06, and he's like, check this out, womp, and you're just kind of sitting there going, yeah, all right, I mean, that's cool, or whatever. It's disappointing because it will spoil you on just about any other car. With that said, though, I'm going 50 miles an hour right now, and I can... This is a very impressive little car. So here's something that I was pleasantly surprised about, and that is the ride quality on these ginormous wheels for such a small car. The 20-inch wheels with those rubber bands for tires, I thought for sure this thing would have horrible ride quality, and it really doesn't. We're on some really bad back roads, guys. This is out where I live. I live in the sticks. I live in the middle of nowhere. These roads, they claim they're maintained, but surely you can see all the... It's bad. We've got potholes, we've got tar patches that they've covered holes up with. Sometimes when they don't have the available tar or blacktop to pour into it, they fix it by just throwing a little bit of gravel into the potholes. So these are really bad roads, and as you can see, we are cruising at easily 45 miles an hour with no problem at all, guys. Now, we're at a stop sign here, so why don't we just kind of take off and see what this bad boy does? Oh! Wow! All right. I'm not kidding with you. This car is crazy. There's just, I know I'm not going to sell. Some of you are just totally against electric vehicles, and I get it. I understand. That's fine. It doesn't bother me one way or another. If you like gas cars over EVs, or if you like EVs over gas, it doesn't matter. I don't care. I own like 25 or 30 gas cars, plus a few electric vehicles, and I like all of them for different, very, very different reasons. But when it comes to speed, instant power, that instantaneous torque, you are not gonna beat an electric vehicle. I don't care, man. I've had so many people trolling in the comment section on my latest pickup, which is that 21 Plaid. So many people tell me, and this is what's funny, it's always the same people. My Hellcat would stomp, my Scat Pack would stomp, you know, my Camaro SS, my Mustang. Listen to me, all right? While those are great cars, and I respect your choice in a vehicle, I've had two Hellcats, guys. In fact, I had a Hellcat wide body red eye, okay? That was, both of those were Challengers. I also had a TRX, okay? Hellcat Ram pickup truck. I have had 3 Hellcats, and I am here to tell you that while they are a lot of fun, 707 horsepower, 797 horsepower, whatever, they're great. If you're not riding around in a Demon 170, your chances of smoking me are slim, all right? And that's just facts, guys, just facts. A Demon might be able to, maybe, possibly, but I'm telling you, if you don't have a Demon 170 will, I would say, 99% of the time be able to smoke a Model S Plaid. But if you're not in something, I'm talking fast like that, over 1,000 horsepower, guys, hang it up. Don't come over here telling me that your rear-wheel drive boat, let's be real, a Challenger is a boat, a very big, heavy, rear-wheel drive boat. Fun and fast. I love them. Don't mistake what I'm saying. I love my gas cars. But please don't come over here telling me that your Hellcat's gonna smoke my Plaid. I'll take your money any day of the week. You got to remember, guys, rear-wheel drive versus all-wheel drive, okay? And you're talking about, in a Hellcat, traction is the biggest problem. Now, if you got beaded drag radials, you're probably gonna get a lot better grip, even when you underinflate the tires. I've seen too many YouTube videos, guys. It doesn't seem to matter. The Plaid absolutely destroys Hellcats, Scat Packs, Mustang. I mean, just go look for yourself. I had to send a guy the other day like 6 different links, 6 different videos of Hellcats being absolutely dominated and destroyed at the drag strip by a Model S Plaid. The guy was just telling me he was going to take my money. He would race title for title, his Hellcat this. It is what it is, man. I love gas cars. I've said that a million times. I'm not here to dog on them, but let's just be real, all right? I am in a car that is over 1,000 horsepower, all-wheel drive, and it is fast. No shifting gears. It's just straight off and you are gone. And it doesn't slow down like the old ones did, guys. It just goes and goes and goes. That car loves to eat. The Model 3 Performance has a range of about 272 miles, which would be right on point with this car's fully charged battery. Now, if you're curious about the horsepower, let's see what that is. The horsepower on its, whoa, no way. 455 horsepower. That makes sense. 0 to 60, 3.1 seconds. You see, that makes a whole lot more sense. Let's get out and just take one more look around this car. I know that these wheels and the red brake calipers absolutely scream performance, right? You wouldn't typically see these ginormous wheels on just a regular Model 3, and if you look through the spokes there, you can see the red brake calipers but the suspension looks like it sits way too high. And when you go into the settings, there's no options for drag modes or anything. Oh, stop it. Good Lord, these cars. You guys drop a comment below. I'm not thinking it's a performance, guys. I don't. It certainly is fast, and it has the range of a performance, but this does not seem... Let's go to software. All it says, see, it should say performance. It just says Model 3 dual motor, VIN number, full self-driving, blah, 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 software, navigation, and that's it. And if you look through your screen settings here, you have dynamics, chill, and sport. No drag modes, nothing. So there's no way. This is a Model 3 dual motor long range, but it is incredibly fast. Now take a look. This is an auction site that I routinely use, and here's several Model 3s that are up. In fact, this one ends in 25 seconds. This is a 2021 Model 3 long range, all-wheel drive, 52,000 miles, 2 bids, 20 grand, guys. 20 grand. You can literally buy one of these today for $20,000. It's going to end. Now, I don't know if they're going to sell it for that. But, I mean, that's a slick-looking ride right there, guys. Honestly, 20 grand, it's up to $20,300. And then underneath this is yet another one, a 2023 Model 3 Standard Range Plus, 40,000 miles, also $20,000, guys. I mean, this one's newer than this. These are sharp-looking cars. Full self-driving computer enabled, heat pump. It tells you the computers and all that stuff in it. I think these wheels are the better option, honestly, far better. I'm curious what the interior looks like. Full self-driving computer, and it's a premium. It's one of those monthly subscriptions that they have on it. So it does not come with full self-driving on this particular one. It's white with the black interior again. I do like the contrasting colors. I think it looks really nice. Then we have a 2023 Model 3 Standard Range Plus, $19,800. Here's a 2018 for $21,000, one bid, and it's only got 35,000 miles on it. So you see what I'm saying, guys? These Model 3s are incredibly cheap. Around $20,000, you can find one of these. Of course, wireless charging. You got your little cubby holes here, which is nice. Cup holders, a place to put more stuff. The glove compartment, let's see if we can, should be under glove box. There we go. Nice little glove compartment right there. It's a very kind of minimalistic and basic car, but it's incredibly good at everything that it does. How many cars have cameras built in everywhere, guys? There are cameras everywhere. You got a camera here, and I know a lot of people are like, it's watching you. Actually, it is, and it's not. Tesla does not have access to this camera. It's the car that utilizes this camera to keep an eye on what you're doing. It's literally sitting about up here where I've got you guys right now, and it can see hands. You may not be able to see, but it can see hands on the wheels. It can see if you're holding a phone, if you're looking at something you're not supposed to be looking at, including the screen. The camera is there in case you're using full self-driving to make sure you're being safe with the way you're driving the car, guys. These are, in my personal opinion, absolutely phenomenal cars. Definitely some build quality issues. This one is no exception. This car has some rattles that it's a little annoying. You can change the direction of airflow by just tapping the screen and moving it where you want. Same thing on the other side as well. All your climate control stuff right here, easy to use. And then it's got dedicated rear climate control as well. The car has so much to offer, including YouTube, Live One, where you can actually stream your favorite radio stations or any type of music you could ever imagine. You push that button and you can stream it. Of course, it's got Bluetooth connectivity. Unfortunately, I don't believe these cars come with any way of mirroring your Apple or Android device to the car. That kind of sucks. But aside from that, honestly, pretty awesome cars. And this one is way faster than I expected it to be. This thing is, it's ridiculously quick. Let's do a quick 0 to 60, just real fast, okay? You ready? You mark, get set, and go. Oh, Jesus. Okay. All right. So, earlier I said the Model S Plaid has ruined me. because nothing feels fast anymore. Yeah, this feels fast. I don't know what that 0 to 60 was. I'm going to leave it to you guys in the comment section to fight amongst yourselves. It was 3.7, 2.4, it was 1.9. You guys have at it in the comment section below. All I'm going to tell you is that by the seat of my pants dyno, the damn thing feels quick, man. It does. But there are rattles coming from the back. There's this rattle coming from the front. I thought my Model S had some build quality issues, man. This Model 3, although I do enjoy the car, I could not daily drive one like this with all of the rattling noises, and it's all interior related. It's not like suspension or anything. It's plastics. You can literally hear plastics just rattling all around you. I can't stand a noisy car, and unfortunately my Model S has its fair share of rattles coming from the back, one coming from the dashboard, amongst a million other problems, like it does not turn off. It's apparently it's a seat occupancy sensor failure. It's a common problem Tesla is going to repair. All of this stuff, hopefully for free, but they've already told me that I may be responsible for like $700 worth of stuff. I don't know. We'll find out. There's a dedicated video coming out on the entire process of my Model S Plaid, from realizing all the problems that it has, showing you guys every problem, and there are a ton of problems. Like one of the doors likes to open itself whenever it wants to, but that same door, you cannot open it from the inside, so you get stuck in the car. You have to crawl over to the other side to get out. It doesn't turn itself off, so the car will just sit there and be on 24 hours a day, screen, music playing, lights on, everything. Yeah, there's a lot of problems with that car, but it should be under warranty. However, Tesla sent me, we were texting back and forth, and I confirmed yesterday that those are not bots that I am texting. It's actual people that are texting me. And they said that my car was sold as is, no warranty. And I'm like, no. My car has an extended warranty. Not only is it still under the original factory bumper to bumper, it's also under an additional 1 year bumper to bumper, on top of the 8-year, 150,000 mile powertrain, battery, and tri-motor warranty. So we'll see how that goes. Stay tuned for the video of the Model S, because I hope that it doesn't come down to it, but if it does, it looks like I'm going to be getting into a legal battle with Tesla. Aside from the few issues that I've had, and yes, they are quite frustrating, dealing with Tesla through texting is really frustrating. It is less frustrating texting them back and forth than it is having to deal with a traditional dealership where you have to set an appointment. You go in, you sit there because they're 2 hours behind, and then you wait. They never have a loaner car for you. Then they tell you the price is one thing, but then it's something else. It's one problem, but it's actually something else. I've dealt with it all too many times. Tesla is not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but they do know what they're doing. They're relatively efficient at it. You get the car in, they tell you when it's going to be done, and so far my experience has been, each time, the cars have been finished exactly when they say they're going to be finished. Now again, I'm not trying to sell you a Tesla, guys. I don't even have a Tesla for sale. It doesn't matter to me if you want to buy one or not. I'm just throwing the information out there. I'm throwing my personal experiences out there for you in case somebody watching is maybe considering, maybe they're leaning to one side or the other. I'll tell you this, I definitely enjoy not stopping at gas stations. And God, I can already hear the people talking in the comment section right now. By the time you charge up, I'll be 20 miles down the road in my gas car. You are absolutely wrong. You are so wrong. I don't stop at gas stations anymore, guys. I know it's quick, filling up your gas, boom, boom, right? Swipe a credit card. Most of the time it's fast, but there are those occasions where you end up pulling into a gas station, there's a line, you got to sit there and wait, you got to get up, you get to the credit card reader and it doesn't read your card, so then you got to move around to the other gas pump, you got to try it again. Not something that happens all that often, right? But it does happen, and it does take up time. Not to mention, stopping at a gas station is always going to take up some amount of time, period. Even if you do nothing but pull up, open the gas tank, swipe your card, fill up, drive away. At a minimum, you're going to be looking at about 5 minutes. 5 minutes or so, minimum, to get gas. That's not bad. But I'll tell you something that's better. How about never going to a gas station at all? That's way better. I don't miss filling up my cars at the gas station at all, and charging my car, air quotes, I have no idea why I did that, but charging my car is cheaper by like a third the cost of gasoline. I'm currently paying approximately 12.9 cents per kilowatt hour. Now, I don't have good maths in my head, but that translates into simply take a 100 kilowatt hour battery, multiply it by about 13 cents, we'll round up, and you're looking at what? That's $13 to fill up a car that'll go almost 400 miles. $13 to fill up my Model S that will get me almost 400 miles. And I get the added benefit of not having to go to a station. I don't go to a supercharger. I charge at home at night. When I'm done driving my car for the day, I plug it in. When I wake up the next morning and I need to get my day started, my car is done. It's ready to go, and for about a third of the cost of gasoline without having to take it to the dealer for oil changes or tire rotations. I can't do tire rotations, guys. My car has staggered wheels. No tire rotations, no oil changes, no engine air filters. I do have a cabin air filter. Brake pads generally last 100 to 150,000 miles, so I don't have to stress over that. No transmission fluid flushes, transmission filters or pan gaskets, no valve covers or oil pan gaskets to leak, no spark plugs or coil packs or plug wires, no water pumps. Technically, it does have coolant pumps, but the things that you're generally going to be seeing fail on a traditional car in 80 to 100,000 miles, you don't have 90% of those components on an electric vehicle. So I don't have to take it and sit while I wait for an oil change anywhere. I don't have to stop at the gas station. The only time that I have to stop at a station to fill up is if I'm on a road trip. And with these new Teslas, they charge so fast, you are usually in and out within 20 minutes. And when I say 20 minutes, I'm giving you the usual worst case scenario. Typically, it's 10 to 15. 10 to 15 minutes, you are topped up and ready to go to the next one. So, I don't know. In those instances where I have to stop for 15 to 20 minutes and charge up to get back on the road, yes, you are correct. You would be on your way and past me. But I'm thinking about all the time that I save every week. I drive lots of miles, guys. I easily put 3,000 to 4,000 miles on my cars every single month. The amount of time I save not having to stop at gas stations all the time seriously outweighs the occasional time I have to stop and charge up at a Tesla supercharger because I'm on a road trip. Most of the time, I'm not road tripping. I'm charging at home, and it's quick, it's easy, and when I wake up the next day, my car is ready to go. So yes, there are pros and cons to each. Gas cars are great. I love them, and I always will. I don't want anybody to think that I'm out here turning into a gas hater or a tree hugger. Not gonna happen. I love my gas cars, and that's never gonna change. But I've also been fortunate enough to experience all of the benefits and advantages to these wonderful electric cars. And I've had quite a few of them, guys. You may notice most of the time I'm sticking with Tesla. And even though I've had some problems with them in the past, I still stand behind Tesla. And the main reason is, if you're ever going to use your car to travel, to go on a road trip, you really don't want anything other than a Tesla. Maybe a Ford, because the Fords are now able to charge at Tesla superchargers. You will not find a more robust, reliable network of charging stations than Tesla. They did it right. This brand right here absolutely has it down, guys. So, oh great, I've got a FedEx van in my driveway. So, if you're gonna get an electric car and you're ever gonna road trip, I can't recommend the Tesla brand enough. So, I think that's gonna be about it for this video. I'm going to stop here and see what this guy's delivering me. Probably some auto parts. And I guess we will get out of here. Well, I don't want to spoil an upcoming video, but we have some D&J engine components along with Motorrad. We've got a cylinder head. We've got some lifters. Oh, we got AutoZone hooking us up right here, guys. Yep. You can comment below and tell me what you think all these parts were. We have a head gasket set, we have lifters, we have a cylinder head, we have all the associated gaskets, thermostat housing, lots of parts for one particular car. I'll let you guys drop your comments below and see if you can figure out which one it's for. I recently got my Model S tagged, titled, and all that good stuff here in Oklahoma, and I had to put the Earnhardt tag on it. I know a lot of you are going to think, that doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I think Earnhardt would have approved of it. I do. If he'd been around to drive a Plaid, I got a hunch the man really liked racing. He really liked speed. This thing has all the drag strip modes, track mode. You can vary the amount of torque front to rear, the amount of power output. You can do rear wheel drive and do burnouts in this car if you wanted to. I don't recommend it. Tires are very expensive for these, but it can be done. You can literally put it in cheetah stance mode where the front drops down and she's ready to launch and race, guys. 0 to 60, 1.99 seconds, right around 400, close to 400 miles of range on this car. And it does the quarter mile in 9 seconds. Are you kidding me? You don't think Dale Earnhardt would have absolutely had a blast with something like this? I don't know. I think he would have, guys. Either way, whether you like electric cars or not, is really beside the point. I appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos regardless. I'm going to take this dirty car back to Tesla. I'm going to pick up my old 2013 P85 because that one is ready to go down the road. Thank you again for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one.